Hello, 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 hello.
What up, Johnny?
And in that tutu stuffed in my cardigan. Mari just cashed out off punching cards again. I'm off the deuce again. I'm off the deuce again. I've been on these fucking deuces. All these fucking damn hallucinogens. Yeah, yeah. I'm off hallucinogens. Yeah. Got two bad bitches, you wouldn't know what to do with them. Yeah, yeah. I'm off the shrooms again. Brand new track, you know I'm about to shake the room again. Just poured me another cup, I'm off that deuce again. Call me Virgil, way I'm rocking all this Louis Vuitton. Yeah. I'm off the shrooms again. Brand new track, you know I'm about to shake the room again.
I felt like the beat was dope. I kind of liked how it came in with the hook. It had like some cool hums going on in the background, stuff like that. The vocal mix could be a little bit better. I thought the vocals didn't have quite enough presence in the mix. They were a little bit too thin. I don't know, just the quality on the overall vocal recording could be a little bit cleaner. The mixing could definitely be a little bit better. I kind of wanted like the bass and the vocals to just slap a little bit harder. It like came in cool, but it didn't keep me engaged all the way through. I kind of just lost interest a little bit like halfway through the song. I will say I did like how you in the verse you went into the high part where it was like you kind of were rapping in a low tone and then you got into the middle of the verse and you kind of like went up an octave with your vocals. I thought that shit was pretty dope. But I just felt like, you know, it could just be a little bit more exciting overall. I'm trying to stay away from doing so much on the mix advice. I mean, yeah, I'll put my little, I'm an engineer, so I'm gonna put my little 1-2 on the mix advice, but I'm really looking for like unique sounding tracks. This track just wasn't really like a super big standout to me. What about you, Doof?
Yeah, I agree. I thought the melody was a little bit repetitive, but I like how you tried to switch it up throughout. On the engineering side, putting the beat underwater on the last hook, that was cool. Like, you know, switching up the melody on your verse and going up the octave was definitely like the only interesting part really in the song for me. It sounds cool, but there's a lot of stuff like this. It's not a unique track in my opinion. We definitely get the mix a little bit better here. We work on like the songwriting side of things too, you know.
Yeah.
Just trying to make like the song exciting and grab the listener's attention. That part was really cool. I like how you try to add switch ups and make the song unique throughout instead of just copy paste the hook. That's pretty dope. And there's, you know, more ways you could go off of that, I think. Maybe adding like unique layering. That never really hurts if you know how to do it right.
Yeah, I think it's got potential, but definitely room to grow.
I think if you keep working, it'll keep getting better. So, sounds good.
Appreciate it, Johnny. Very mall. Jing
Yep.
Jug.
All right, let's hear it.
So low, so high. So low again. So low, so high. So low again. You know me, you know why. Is it DUI? Is it more? What do you want from me? Yeah, what do you want from me? Yeah, what do you want from me? I feel like all them days without life. It don't feel right. All them days doing goddamn day.
Okay. Oh, that was racist.
What?
I'm like, hey. You gotta watch what you're doing. I thought the whole thing was pretty unique, actually. I would want to like mix it a little differently to kind of bring a little bit more out of it. I like the songwriting. I couldn't quite understand everything you were saying. The snare was like, every time it hit, it like pumped and drowned out your vocal. And I think during the sections, like before the kick comes in, if you had the beat track out, so you could just like filter the snare through that section or put reverb on it, make it like ambient. I feel like that would make a lot more room for the vocal, but I thought the beat was really unique and sounds good, just not mixed properly for the vocal. And I think the vocal sounded pretty damn good. I just would want to hear it mixed into the beat a little differently, but it's the way that it's mixed sounds cool too, because the melodies in the beat are more dominant, and I like shit like that sometimes. It's not all about the vocal, like the sample just playing a huge part in like how the whole song sounds. I fuck with it. I think it's pretty cool. We did have to turn it down down a little bit though. It's like the mix is a little bit harsh.
The things that I liked about the mix was like the little flanger effect on the vocal. At first I was like, oh, when homie about to go in? But then that was the vibe for the song, which I respect. Like it was a different approach. You know how rappers in the beginning, they try to be like doing the little hums and the little warm up, and then they'll start like rapping harder. So it just kind of seemed like you wanted to keep that mellow
Like
mood.
a chill vibe.
Yeah, like, and I think that's cool. Like that's a style choice, which is dope. Maybe not what I would prefer, but I thought it did carry through the track. Like I was able to like keep the vibe going, and
It
just
would have
kinda
been
nod
cool
my
to
head.
hear a little more variety.
A little
in
bit
it.
more. Like I would say, yeah, that would be the one thing. Like keep that vibe, but then have a little part where you kind of just stretch it out a little bit and kind of bring a little bit more, like, I don't know, vocal range to the track. But I'm just saying, like, a
A
little
little
bit,
more variety, but while
yeah,
keeping
just
that.
like one small part where you go up a little bit or just a little more projection, just to kind of have a little bit of variation. But I thought it was a cool vibe overall. It's unique. The beat was tight. The snare was hitting a little too
It
hard,
had
like
that
you
ear
said.
candy element.
Will said interlude vibes definitely gives that like feeling. It was just a different approach, which is always good to hear.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, man.
Ooh, that Celsius is.
It's just weird. Celsius hitting, bro. If you drink 2 Celsius, bro, you might like run through a brick wall.
All right, so we got Nishi, Austin Powers.
Fuck your bitch, she scream my name louder. Block your bitch like the white fucking Howard. You won't do shit, nigga, you a fucking coward. Yeah, I fuck like Austin Powers. I had to make it out that shit, I had to make a play. I swear on everything, I pray to keep the goon away. And I don't wanna do it, and I don't wanna cower. I just want the mojo, baby. I feel like Austin Powers, and when it rains and showers, I wish the countless hours. New money coming in, Benjamin, no Eisenhower's. That's the kind of shit that make you wanna fucking scream. Money runs everything around me. Cream. Lately I've been feeling sour. Lost my panini, chowder. White bitch, snort that white powder. Don't know what to do like Danny fucking Towers. Stole your bitch like a nigga is Bowser. Fuck your bitch, she scream my name louder. Block your bitch like the white fucking Howard. You won't do shit, nigga, you a fucking coward. Yeah, I fuck like Austin.
I like the mix. It reminded me a little bit of how I mix, which is dope. I don't know. I felt like the song was a little goofy for my taste. Like the sound was dope, but like the goofy lines kind of were like, all right, like how serious can I take this? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's your style. Like, cool, go for it. But that kind of was like, to me, it just made it feel more amateur than the mix and everything else was sounding. Besides that, like I did feel like it was pretty catchy, like the melody and stuff like that, to the point where like, you know, I had my head bobbing. But like I said, I think some of the cheesier lyrics kind of took away from that. But you know, overall, I think it's got the beat is fire, the melodies are there, you know, it's there, but a little cheese for my taste.
Yeah, the mix was cool. Like, it sounds professionally put together, I guess. It has like a fun vibe, but it's not like a super unique track in my opinion. This
Yeah.
reminds me of like a Made in Tokyo. This reminds me of like some Internet Money, but not quite as well put together. But like a fun collab though. I don't know, it's not a standout track to me, but it does sound pretty.
The mix was dope, the beat was dope. It doesn't stand out though, like too.
Trying to think of like points of improvement. I know that
Yeah.
that's just kind of like, yeah, I don't really dig it, but that's not really saying too much.
I think you guys have good voices, so maybe like trying to make something a little bit more in like a serious tone.
Try to switch it up or something because it feels like a lot of other stuff,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
But still did a pretty good job on it though. For what you're doing, you did a good job.
Shout out Sav in the chat one time. Let's see what Sav's working with.
What's up, Sav?
This one I ain't even wrote it. Why in the fuck are they tryna decode it? He throwing shade while I throw it away. If I'm honest, it really was noted. Came up, I gotta do me. I do not give a fuck about your little promotion. Making a wave, I be making a motion. Ain't give him a wave, I'ma give him the ocean. Out in LA, then I party in Poland. They better watch it, I lock it and load it. I'm eating these rappers, it got me all bloated. It wasn't a factor, I already know it. We in this life and you can't do it twice, so I grab on the dice and said, motherfucker, roll it. Back in the mode, hitting their head, then I'm hitting their throat. Yeah, smoking on dope, riding a coupe and I'm sitting on spokes. Yeah, just how I'm supposed. Talking all that, then I get them exposed. Yeah, taking a soul, bringing it back, then I'm back on the road. Fuck everything. Fuck everything you ever heard in your life. I'm talking. I'm a little bit through right now.
It keeps going.
Everything got me all anxious.
Hey.
Everything dangerous. Everything around us be fake. It's all for the numbers, it's all entertainment. Sipping, not trying to escape it. Someone say, fuck it, ain't trying to embrace it.
That's dope. So is this a Will mix?
Is this a Will mix or did you mix this yourself, bro? Yeah, that fucking was tight. Had me doing a little dance, man. The mix was gas, heat.
Sounds really nice.
Really nice, really clear coming through our speakers. I don't really have any comments on the mix. I thought it was all hitting where it needed to be. The beat was tough. The way you approached it vocally, I found myself getting into the song. I guess the only thing I would say is like, it was cool, got me turned, it had the vibe there, but it also wasn't too much of a standout. I have heard things like this before, so it's not like, oh, this dude's doing something like completely totally different than like what's already kind of out there, but at the same time, you did it well.
This track was like extra hard, extra catchy. Like the mix, it had plenty of high end in it, but it didn't feel like overbearing. Like it still sounded nice and clean. Like I really fucked with it. Yeah, it's not unique, you know, but this sounds pretty damn good. I fuck with it.
Yeah, Sav, that was hot, bro.
Very Mall, Strobe Lights MP3 featuring Jug by Smooth Dude. Let's get it.
Cold nights, cold nights, cold nights. No, another word. She said I got no life, no life, no life. I'm a lie, yes, sir. No, I see strobe lights, strobe lights, strobe lights. Yeah, 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 yeah. Strobe lights, strobe lights. Yeah, 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 yeah. Strobe lights, strobe lights. Hate it that I love you. So sedated, wishing you would come through. I swear I hate it that I love you. So sedated, wishing you would come through.
That was fire. I thought this was a super unique track. It had a nice cohesive feel to it. Like it was fun to listen to the whole thing from front to back. I didn't want to skip around. Like I wanted to listen to it. Like I thought this was very different. We listen to a lot of music over here, you know, and a lot of it tends to sound a certain type of way, but this had some of that, but it was very different. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I don't really have like any other feedback to give on it.
That was unique. That's the number one thing I'm looking for in these streams from now on. Like, I want to hear unique vibes, and that was a unique vibe. Like Doof said, front to back, like the whole record.
I feel like we discovered something.
Yeah, we just discovered
you know,
some
like,
shit. Golden ticket type shit.
Mm-hmm.
On the mix side, maybe could have pulled back on some reverb a little bit, but it kind of did add a vibe to the track.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Like, I liked it exactly how it was.
Cool. Yeah,
like,
no, I hear you. Yeah, I thought it was dope. It was unique. It was original. It was just something that you could kind of float with. And that's a good feeling. I could see this making a playlist. Keep that up, man. That's good stuff. You've got a unique vibe going. So yeah, hit us up on Discord. We appreciate all you guys, you know, sending in dope tracks. We really enjoy doing this. You got anything to add, dude?
Drop a like and a follow.
Yeah, drop a like and a follow, mother effers.
Yeah. All right, have a good week, guys.
Peace.